Expelled at 19, accused of theft. 4 years later, my grandfather unveiled their deception, and I inherited everything they tried to seize. Expelled at 19, falsely accused of stealing. 4 years on, my grandfather revealed their falsehoods, and I became the sole heir to all they schemed to claim. My father ejected me from home on Christmas Eve for a crime I never committed. I forged a new existence without him, convinced I'd severed every tie. Yet years later, their web of deceit and avarice collapsed spectacularly. Before we reach that climax, allow me to begin at the origin. My name is Liam Carter. I'm 23 now. Tonight, I'm returning to the house I swore I'd never re-enter. 3 years ago, my family banished me on Christmas Eve. Today, I'm driving back to honor my grandfather Edward's 72nd birthday. This marks the first occasion I'll face my parents and Rachel since that fateful evening. The highway lies deserted. The sky is etched with wintry clouds, and with every mile closer, pressure mounts in my chest. I'm no longer the 19-year-old they discarded. I've launched a modest online retail venture, secured financial autonomy, and crafted a life beyond their reach. Yet no measure of success can dull the sting of betrayal. Chaos reigned in that household long before the incident. My mother, Vanessa, obsessed over appearances, flawless decor, lavish gatherings, and polished facades. Rachel, my sister, was the favored child, indulged, dramatic, and vicious in ways only siblings master. If I spoke out of turn, she ridiculed me. If I stayed quiet, she branded me useless. Vanessa always took her side. My father, Gregory, a ruthless lawyer who dominated courtrooms and crushed rivals, turned passive at home. Rather than enforce boundaries, he permitted them free rein. If Vanessa labeled me idle, he concurred. If Rachel deemed me a failure, he averted his gaze. I learned to navigate around them instead of belonging among them. That December, I buried myself in college funding forms and blueprints for a fledgling digital storefront I hoped would liberate me. Late nights, while the house slept, I slipped into Gregory's study to print documents and scour the internet. It housed the only reliable printer and steady connection. Christmas Eve arrived icy and unforgiving. The tree glowed in its corner. Scents of spice and evergreen filled the air. Vanessa orchestrated like a perfectionist host, barking orders and polishing stemware as though royalty were expected. Rachel paraded in a couture jacket she demanded as a holiday essential, snapping photos by the hearth. I stayed low, offering aid where possible while mentally ticking off the hours. Then Gregory summoned me to the living room. Where is it? His tone was, "This shorts can't handle this full story. Click the link in the description. See full story. You need to watch this."